Hello, everybody, and welcome to another coin flip battle. This time we've got a great one. It is Joe Biden for the Democrats up against Chris Christie for the Republicans. This was suggested to me in the comments. Seems like a great one. Let's not waste any more time. Heads for Biden, tails for Christie. Let's start in Alaska. Let's get right into it. Who's going to get the first state? That's heads. That's Joe Biden. He's going to take Alaska. Next state, Hawaii. We've got 4 votes here. Who's going to get him? Chris Christie. He gets his first state, he jumps into the lead, and we go up to Washington. We've got 12 votes here. Who's going to get him? That's Joe Biden. He's going to take him, and Biden back in the lead. Now let's go to Oregon. 8 electoral votes here, and that's going to go Biden. He has 2 in a row. Now we've got California. This is where all the votes are. One of these 2 is going to have a massive lead. Let's flip. Let's see who's going to get him. That is tails. Chris Christie takes 54 more. Now we go to Nevada. We've got 6 votes here. This is a purple state. This time it goes blue for Joe Biden. Next, we've got Idaho. This is a red state, and it goes red for Chris Christie. Let's go to Utah. That's the next state. We've got 6 electoral votes coming to Joe Biden. Next flip, Arizona. We've got 11 more here, and that's going to go to Chris Christie. Now we've got Montana. That has 4 electoral votes. Who's going to get these? That's Joe Biden. He's going to snag 4 more. One of these 2 is about to get 3 more electoral votes out of Wyoming. And looks like it's Chris Christie. Next, Colorado. 10 votes here. And that's going to go to Joe Biden. Now we've got New Mexico. We've got 5 more votes just sitting on the table. And Joe Biden goes 2 in a row. Next, North Dakota. There's 3 votes here. Up for grabs, coming to Joe Biden. Next state is South Dakota. Another 3 electoral votes. Biden puts up 4 straight. Next, Nebraska at large. We've got 2 votes here. And Chris Christie gets back on the map, takes those. Next, Nebraska's first. That's going to go to Christie again. How about Nebraska's second? Another electoral vote. Going in the Christie column. We've got Nebraska's third. Can Chris Christie sweep Nebraska? Yes, he can. He's got 1 more. He gets 5 out of Nebraska. That takes us to Kansas, where there's 6 electoral votes waiting. And those are going to be grabbed by Joe Biden. Next, Oklahoma. We've got 7 votes here. Those are going to Christie. Now we've got Texas. It's a mountain of votes for one of these 2. Let's flip it. Who's going to get him? Chris Christie's going to get him, and he has a big lead. He's over 100. Next, Minnesota. Let's see if Biden can get back on the map. He can do it on Minnesota. He's got 10 more. Let's go to Iowa. Who wants 6 electoral votes? That would be Chris Christie. He's got them. Next, Missouri. 10 more votes here. Coming to Christie. Next, Arkansas. We've got 6. And those 6 are coming to Joe. He's got them. Next, we've got Louisiana. There's 8 here. And those 8 are coming to Chris Christie. Now we go up to Wisconsin. We've got 10 electoral votes here. Who's going to snag these? That's going to be Chris Christie. Next, Illinois. A lot of votes here. There's 19. And these are coming to Chris Christie. Christie opening up a lead now. He has a 99 electoral vote advantage. Next, Michigan. 15 votes in this Rust Belt state. Coming to Chris Christie. How about Indiana? We've got 11 votes here. Those are going to Christie again. Christie having a nice streak here. He has 5 in a row, and he's over 200 as we go to Kentucky. Biden got to start winning some states. He does not do it on Kentucky. That's 6 in a row for Christie. How about Tennessee? Biden, badly looking for heads. Can he get it? Yes, he can. He's got 11 more electoral votes. Got to do better than that. Let's see what happens on Mississippi. Back to Chris Christie. He has 6 more. Let's go to Alabama. Biden looking for something to go his way. It's not going to be Alabama. Chris Christie takes that. Now we've got Florida, 30 electoral votes. Biden still under 100. Christie opened up a gigantic lead. Let's flip it. Let's see what happens. Can Biden get back on it? No, he can't. Chris Christie takes Florida. He's at 260, and this is turning into a complete bloodbath. Christie one flip away from winning the White House. The next flip is Georgia. Can Biden snap out of this and win Georgia? Let's see what happens. That's tails. That's Chris Christie. And this thing is already over just like that. Chris Christie clinches it. He's at 276. Biden only at 93. Monster landslide so far for Chris Christie. I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting, but sometimes you do want to see a landslide. If you were pulling for Biden, sorry to let you down. Let's see how he finishes. Let's do South Carolina. And that is going to go to Joe Biden. He decides he's going to go over 100 on South Carolina. That's been a good state for him. Let's do North Carolina. Let's see if Biden can run the table. No, it's going to go back to Chris Christie. Now let's go to Ohio. We've got 17 votes here. And those are going to go to Chris Christie. Look at this Christie at 309 already. Biden at 102. A lot of red on this map. Let's do West Virginia. 4 more votes. Coming to Chris Christie. How about Maine at large? 2 electoral votes. Maybe Biden will do better in the Northeast. So far, he does take Maine at large. How about Maine's first? That is the bluer district. It's going to go blue for Joe. He's got it. How about Maine's second congressional district? That is going to go red for Chris Christie. Let's go to New Hampshire. We've got 4 votes here. And those are going to Joe Biden. Next state. Vermont, there's 3 electoral votes. They're just sitting there, and they're going to go to Chris Christie. Next, we have New York. That has 28 electoral votes. Christie has shut Biden out of the big states so far. Let's see what happens on New York. Here's the flip. Who's going to get him? It's heads. Joe Biden does take New York. It's a little bit of a boost, still trails horribly, but let's see what happens next on Massachusetts. Who's going to get these 11 electoral votes? It's Chris Christie. He's going to take 11 more. Let's do Connecticut. That's next. And that's going to go red for Chris Christie. Next, Rhode Island. We've got 4 electoral votes here. And those are going to go to Joe Biden. Next, we've got Chris Christie's home state. That's New Jersey. Let's flip it. Can he win his home state? No, Joe Biden is going to take New Jersey. So Christie, with this big landslide, a little embarrassed by losing his home state. But you know what? Christie can get some revenge on the next flip because that's Delaware, Biden's home state. Let's flip it. Let's see what happens. Biden does win his home state of Delaware. And let's move on to Maryland. That's 10 electoral votes coming to Chris Christie. Next, Washington, D.C. 3 electoral votes coming to Chris Christie. Next state, that's the Keystone State, Pennsylvania. We've got 19 electoral votes. Chris Christie, he's been pretty dominant, and he takes Pennsylvania. 1 state left, that is Virginia. Really doesn't matter who's going to win it, but let's flip it. Here's the last one. Who's going to get him? That's Joe Biden. We've got a blue Virginia, and there's your final total. 367 for Chris Christie, 171 for Joe Biden. And not only does Chris Christie win it, he does it in extravagant fashion. Big win for a big guy. Biden completely struggled throughout this battle. Christie swept the Rust Belt, much of the Midwest and the South. He takes California. Few bright spots for Biden outside of a few on the East Coast. And that's how it goes. Total landslide, one of the biggest we've seen for Chris Christie. Biden has had very little success on these battles. I guess Biden just does not do well when it comes to random. Christie did not hold back. He's telling it like it is all the way to the White House. Let me know in the comments, did you predict a Christie landslide or did you have Biden coming out on top? Let me know down below on your way out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join if you'd like to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.